guys, I'm Ember. Thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with another collective tarot reading, and I pulled your current energies, and I got the Raven's Head, I got Against Nature, and Vinegar. The Against Nature card was really like calling me, and I'm like, okay, what is going on here? And because it talks about going against doing something in some way. But I do feel like I was like, okay, what is this about? And I got intentionality, benefactor, grace and generosity, and balances on one foot, balancing act, as well as the perfect storm, the courage to step into life. So to me, this was telling me that you may be intentionally trying to do something that goes against the status quo, was what I'm hearing. And I feel like you could be feeling a lack of support during this time, a lack of it's interesting, my throat did that. A lack of support at this time, a lack of people understanding what you're doing. So I feel like you guys are trying to, whoever I'm speaking to is trying to, like, I don't know, it's like feeling like trying to get something to happen, trying to manifest something in a certain way. But it's interesting because you have, like, this is like a very healing card, and then we also have like two ravens. So ravens could be very important in crows. So like pay attention to those because they're very, very like with us in this reading. So that means that crows are for you. But you're taking a bold step into life. It says the perfect storm, the courage to step into life. So you could feel like you kind of have to, I'm hearing wage a war, which it sounds very intense. And I don't think that that's how you're doing things. It's more like your intention is to change something really big. It's to, I'm just seeing like go against what everyone thinks you should be doing is kind of the feeling I'm getting. And you may be getting a lot of judgment from other people about a move you want to make, how you want to make it. You may have not made this move yet. Some of you haven't made this move yet, and some of you have. But I definitely get, like, you may be talking to people about this and they're like, don't get it. So some of you could be trying to do something with your purpose or be with someone you want to be with and everyone doesn't agree with it. There's something about like people not agreeing with what step you want to take and how you want to move. But what I love about this is that whatever you're doing is intentional to step into life in a courageous way, in a way that's more in alignment with your soul. And it's something where you're giving a lot of grace and generosity in doing this. And I don't think it's just for other people. I think it's for yourself too. And because you're doing this, it is like you're going against like the way things have always been done. That's what I'm hearing. And you're embarking, I'm hearing you're embarking on a new timeline that is going to be much more in alignment with who you are. But also it involves the great work. So this is like, I'm seeing the great work. It involves healing in some type of way, or it could be a career change for some of you, something that really calls to you. There's a path you want to take that really calls to you. And it's a place where you're going to start to do a lot of work. Because I feel like this card talks about destiny and doing the work it takes to get there. It doesn't really talk about doing the work it takes to get there, but I'm just getting that from this card. But this is about destiny and you being called to a destined path. And you're being called to a destined path. I just think that sometimes when we're called to destiny and what we think we should be doing, people are not going to agree with that, especially if you don't have people around you that are very supportive or don't really understand you or just are not on the same page with you, don't think you should be going that way because, you know, what could happen and, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're doing that. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm getting. And that may be leaving a sour taste in your mouth. Vinegar is like just very bitter. Like, people could be very bitter around you, or you could be feeling a lot of bitter energy from other people about this step you want to make. That's what I'm mostly feeling from what I'm getting from you from the beginning. And what was the other card? I can't remember what it was. There was another card here and I put it away, but it was, what was it? Oh, the like ability to do the impossible. So like whatever you're embarking on may feel quite hard to do, even if you feel called to it. There's something that like, okay, I feel like some of you need to make a decision in some way to embark on this path, some of you have to make multiple decisions. Some of you have to leave something behind. Some of you have to step into something. It's giving me, I'm hearing an initiation. It's giving a very transitional energy. But I feel like the choices you need to make are not easy, but you do feel called to make them. So it's very interesting, the energy that I'm getting today. Okay, what else do you want me to see, Spirit Guides? Be bold and make the first move. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. It's like you want to make the first move towards something, but I feel like you're having a lot of resistance to it. And then Against Nature also talks about having resistance to change, because it's so unfamiliar. And it said that if you got the Saturn card with it, which that did pop out a little bit for you. I didn't keep it, but it was there. It said if you have both the Saturn card and the Against Nature card, then you are breaking down a structure, an authoritarian structure, in a way that like is gonna, I'm hearing, revamp your whole world. There's something about this like changing. You're changing something deeply within you, but it's like now it's starting to translate to the outside, is what I'm hearing. And yeah. And it goes against maybe programming that you've had your whole life. It goes against people that you've maybe confided in your whole life, and not against them, just like not what they think that you should be doing. But Spirit is wanting me to confirm that this is the right move for you, and to make the move and to keep making moves if you're making moves, right? And moves can look like healing. Moves can look like breaking down old programming that is keeping you from moving. Because I do feel like there could be old programming that's coming up to, anytime we have a path we want to go down, some of you may be moving to a new town. Anytime we have a path we want to go down and we are unfamiliar with the way it is or how it looks, and we're moving away from familiarity and even a sense of safety, right, and stability to gain more freedom in some way, it's going to feel very challenging. And it's going to, if you have programming that's telling you, if you have any programming that like is against you making moves into the unknown, or a leadership move is what I'm hearing, it's going to cause your ego to get activated. And so this Against Nature card could be also that your ego is activated because you want to make a move that's so unfamiliar to you, that's so, I'm hearing, out there. Maybe to some people it is out there, right? And maybe even to you in some way it's out there, but you do feel called. And so Spirit's saying that you are divinely guided in making this choice and making this call. It's just hard to do it because you have to be bold and you have to be courageous. But we did get, and it says the courage to step into life with the perfect storm. I like that it's called the perfect storm because it is very difficult to take courageous steps in life. With any programming or just in general, it's hard to take courageous steps sometimes because we have fear come up, right? Because it's new, or we don't know if it's going to pan out the way we want it to pan out. But Spirit's saying that I feel like this is going to work out, or you wouldn't be so divinely guided to be called to do this. I'm hearing one of the, okay, there's this girl, I can't remember her name. Sorry, I forgot it. She's on YouTube. And she talked about 2026 being paid to exist. That was one of her videos that came out. And I saw that when I was just talking about that. I saw that being paid to exist in 2026. There is something about 2026 opening up a new path for you in some way where you will feel much more comfortable in life in general, is what I'm hearing. There's indecision because of the moon. So you may be feeling like you can't make a choice because you're not seeing everything right, or seeing everything yet. What's the advice for Spirit? I feel like, okay, Spirit's telling me to dig into your emotions and your intuition and your moon energy. So Spirit wants me to talk about what I'm seeing is your subconscious. Okay, I'm seeing your subconscious in front of me, and I'm seeing a person or you like intentionally looking into your subconscious and creating pathways of connection. There's something in your subconscious that you need to connect the dots with. Some of you could already be doing this, so that's maybe why I'm getting it, but some of you haven't done this yet. So if you're being called to go, yeah, because there's something about indecision coming up here because you haven't quite got the right connection yet. You have, I'm hearing you have pieces of it, but you're not quite there yet. And Spirit is saying, don't make a move until you're there yet, obviously. But there is something that you need to see. What is it that they need to see, Spirit? I'm hearing pain really loudly. Pain. Something about a past pain or past wounding you need to look at and connect the dots to. Okay. Spirit wants me to say, okay, when you made a decision when you were younger or in the past and it hurt you, is this how you want me to say this? And it hurt you. If you made a decision in the past and it hurt you and it would have been better or more convenient or more safe for you to stay in indecision, what was that happened? It's like Spirit wants you to look at a specific memory or a specific time when making a choice would have been dangerous for you. Because that's where the answer lies. That's like, I'm specifically hearing there's a trauma in your past or a situation in your past, even in a past relationship, where not making a decision was the safer option. And if you get connected to why you felt like that, wow, this is really interesting. Why you felt like that, like why did you feel not safe to make a decision? Who was around you? What were they doing? What was the power dynamics that were, what did it look like, the power dynamics of the relationship, and how were you responding in that? There's something about a connected situation from your present and a connected situation to your past, and it's clouding, it's like affecting your ability to make a decision. Wow, I'm really getting it. Like I'm really, really getting a very specific, that was a confirmation, specific message, but it's grief. There's something, I'm feeling grief and pain now. I'm feeling, what am I feeling? Yeah, it's like grief and pain, like, it's, okay, wow. I'm getting so much, so give me a second. I'm like, Spirit, give me a second. It's interesting because I keep getting the answer and then losing it and getting the answer and then losing it. So that could be part of why this is so hard to look at. There is something about trying to keep yourself safe by not making a decision on something. And okay, Spirit wants me to say, what are you afraid of if you make this decision? What is it? And whatever you're afraid of, whatever the answer is for this current situation, it's connected to something from the past. Like 100%. Like I'm getting it so strongly. And it's to do with relationships in some way. Like somebody, Spirit wants me to talk about getting into the highest form of Libra energy. So Libra energy is justice. So the highest form of Libra energy is by being able to objectively, for the highest good of all, make a decision objectively. And there's something about that here where it's hard to be objective because of the past, your past. There's something in your past that's causing it. It's causing you to feel like you can't make a choice, or you're trapped, or you can't make a choice, or it's like there's. I feel like making the choice is going to cause some upset. But there is a fear within you that needs to be looked at on why you're afraid of making this choice. What is it? Why? And then whatever that answer is, try to tie it to a past situation, because there is something about it being connected, and it's keeping you from being able to make a decision. And Spirit really wants you to be able to make this decision. And I feel like your brain's probably like, yes, let's make the decision. But like, your subconscious is it's pain keeping you from making it. It's 3 of Swords and 5 of Cups. There's grief and pain and heartbreak that is keeping you from making this decision, or the fear of those things. But I definitely feel like it's from the past, for sure. Okay, I want to get some more on this, or something else, or whatever you want me to get more on. Knight of Swords, Page of Cups, The Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Hierophant. There's that oppressive energy. I'm feeling like the Hierophant is pretty oppressive. There's the Magician. I was talking about manifesting in the beginning of the video. Weird, because the cards, I have them like descending. It almost looks like they're descending, which never happens. Okay, what is a Magician about? Whoa. Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah. And Four of Cups in reverse. Nine of Wands. Eight of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Some of you have to walk away from something. Straight up. Then we got Libra energy out too. Justice. Right here. Some of you need to walk away from a situation, but you're not able to do so because you're afraid of, because you're confused, because you're afraid of being left out in the cold. You're afraid of, maybe some of you are afraid of financial, I'm hearing ruin. But there is a decision that needs to be made here. It's just really hard to make it because I'm definitely getting, because of past pain. Okay, what's the advice? Four of Swords, rest. Rest. Four of Swords, go inward is what I'm hearing Spirit say. Page of Wands and Two of Pentacles. The more you rest, the more you get into your own energy. I'm talking about like Spirit really wants you to take some time and does not want you to go around people that, here's the thing. If we're having a hard time making a decision on a person, if we keep hanging out with that person, it can be difficult to get a very good understanding of how you really feel about the relationship. And it's just an example. Spirit is saying that the more that you rest and the more that you go inward and the more that you get connected with your own energy and not have so many people around you, some of you need to go in hermit mode. That's what I'm hearing. Because the Four of Swords is the pre-hermit energy. That you will be able to get, here, look at this. Okay. When you rest, you won't be feeling, oh my gosh, you won't be feeling like Two of Swords in reverse. You'll be feeling like Two of Pentacles upright, which is much more balanced and much more, I'm seeing like concrete ability to make a decision. You're going to have the concrete information. And there is something from your past that's kind of skewing this ability to really make a decision and really kind of feel like you have authority in making a decision towards what you really want. Because I feel like you already know. Okay, this is the thing. I feel like a lot of you want to walk away from something that's not serving you. And you know you want to walk away from it and you want to be able to walk away from it, but you feel like you can't because of past pain, some type of past trauma that's keeping you stuck. Spirit wants, again, to reiterate, dig into your subconscious if you can. So the way that I do this, Spirit wants to talk about the way I do this. Okay. The way I do this is I meditate and I, not like crazy meditation, just go inward, right? And ask Spirit for help. Like, please help. Show me what this is. Like, show me where I'm stuck. Show me what I need to see. And ask yourself, show me what I need to see. Like, what is it that's so deeply buried within me that I need to heal or look at or be made aware of? And usually when this happens, when you get made aware of it, you're like, oh, like, I understand why I was so stuck in indecision. I feel so much more compassionate for myself because of why, right? Because usually it's tied to something when you were younger or in a past relationship where you got really, really hurt. And it really helps to be able to, once you see it, it's like you have an understanding of what it really is, and then it won't be affecting so much of the current situation. It will help you draw compassion, but understanding and self-awareness. And I think that Two of Swords in reverse to me is like not being self-aware of like why you can't make a decision and wanting to make one, but feeling like you can't because you're not aware of what is deeply buried beneath the indecision. This is really looking at that indecision and also you're not going to be able to see why this is happening, this indecision, if you're not compassionate with yourself, if you're not open-minded, if you're not curious. There is a need, and I really am feeling Spirit just like really stress this point to you, is that there is a deep need for deep compassion and acceptance and open-mindedness and curiosity towards yourself in the situation. Because I'm telling you right now, and Spirit is definitely stressing this to me, like, and I can feel it in my heart. There is something that is buried beneath this Two of Swords in reverse that is from your past, that is so painful. And it's like, the more you can bring awareness to this, the better. But I feel like it's like, honor that pain, honor the pain, honor the frustration of the Two of Swords in reverse, honor the fact that it freaking hurts to be indecisive. Because it does. It sucks. It's like, if your mind's like, I know what I want to do, but I can't do it, that's painful. But it's also painful because of the past. And there's something here about your past that's causing you to feel a lot of pain. Okay. The World and the Ten of Wands. Okay. Is this a closing of a cycle or an opening? Closing. Closing a cycle is overwhelming you. Trying to close a cycle is overwhelming you. And that's why I think Spirit wants you to rest. Can you give me more advice on this? I'm like, I know you gave me a lot. Strength. Or no, I thought that was strength. It's not. It's the Empress. Yeah, this is what I was just talking about this. Be kind and nurturing towards yourself and towards... There is a reason. I have to keep saying it. I do. There is a reason you feel like you can't make a decision. There is a reason, and it's not the reason that you think it is. It's something deeper. And it, once you become aware and you nurture that part of you that's so afraid to make a decision because of something that's bad that happened, like it genuinely is. You can't make a decision because you're so afraid because of the past. And it's okay. But it's like, the more you can nurture that and bring kindness and awareness and love to that wound of whatever that was, the better this is going to be for you. And the more you're going to be able to make a decision in the way that you want to. And you're going to be able to actually be able to concretely make a decision on what you want to do, on where you want to go, on who you want to be with. And then that will help you step into your Nine of Pentacles, which is like emotional, energetic, actual 3D sovereignty and self-worth, because this is tied to your self-worth in some way. Making this decision, whatever decision you have to make, it's tied to your self-worth in some way. And maybe that's part of it, right? It could be there could be a self-worth wound that is making it very hard for you to feel confident and trusting yourself in making this decision, because looking at this wound and bringing awareness and love to this wound is going to help you. It's going to help you see yourself in a new way, grab onto your worth and be more sovereign within yourself. It's just looking at pain, and it's hard to do, and I totally get it. But if you do this is where you're going. Nine of Pentacles, which is, again, like total self-worth, total ability to make decisions in 3D that reflect that self-worth. Because there is something here about not making a decision because you're afraid of that people won't think you're worthy, maybe, or that you won't feel worthy, or that you'll lose something important. I'm not exactly sure exactly what it is for all of you. Yeah. Okay. I do want to let me just get a couple more cards, but this message was so like, yeah, luck is on your side. Communication is key. There's something, I was feeling that in the beginning. There's something that you need to communicate with someone as well that you might be afraid of communicating. Okay. Let's do closing advice. Prosperity lies ahead. Look at this. Nine of Pentacles, prosperity lies ahead. Oops, opposite. Then we go a time for healing, right? Balsamic moon, and we have new moon in Taurus. Taurus energy, definitely this is also Taurus energy too. Could be considered Taurus energy. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries, and conclusions are within reach. You're so close. You're so close to figuring this out. It's just one more step. I feel like Spirit's saying it's just one more step. Just take the step to look at this, and it's going to be so good for you. It's going to finally help you get into a place of, I'm hearing, resonance and an ability to really make the decision that you want to make. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope that helped, and I will see you guys next time.